And hello, everybody. Welcome to day number 2 for the 5A State Basketball Tournament hosted by Farmington High School on the Natural State Sports Network, presented by UAMS and ASU-BB. Here, up in the booth, Tristan Harlan here with Steve Henson. And man, oh man, we had a fun day number 1 for the 5A State Basketball Tournament.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It was a heck of a day, but it seemed to be kind of all chalk. All the higher seeds, all the 1 seeds were victorious yesterday, but I think the story of yesterday is just how good this sophomore class is in the state of Arkansas, especially at the 5A level. It was a special, special day as we get our brackets up in front of us and get ready to rock and roll. But taking a look at it yesterday, things got started in girls action with the 1 seed out of the West, the host Farmington Lady Cardinals, and boy, were we treated in that one. Easton McCullough, 54 points to open us up, and she made it look so effortless. And then in game number 2 of the day in girls action, Greene County Tech trying to get that rematch with Farmington. It would happen in the semis this year instead of the state championship. But Greene County Tech, after maybe some early struggles with Greenwood, stepped on the gas and took care of business, winning that one 72-68. And there was another great scoring performance in that one as well, as Addie Ryan for Greene County Tech had 26, and Kyla Piercy for Greenwood poured in 33 in what was just an impressive performance out of both of those teams. And then our third and final girls game of the day yesterday, Lake Hamilton. Slow start, low-scoring game, but they really turned it on late, knocking off the 4C out of the Central Sylvan Hills 53-31. And leading scorer in that one, Maylee Robinson with 10, Zia Kristen with 10, and Tanaya Cook also with 10. A good spread-out performance by Lake Hamilton as they move on. Lake Hamilton will take on the winner of Nettleton and Van Buren, which will be the opener for tomorrow.
Yeah, Steve, I mean, yesterday, a lot of fun on the girls' side of the bracket. Easton McCullough setting a new state record with 3-pointers, hitting 12 3-pointers in the first game of the entire tournament, setting the momentum for not only Farmington, but the rest of the teams in the tournament. And again, they'll play the winner of Little Rock Christian against Sheridan later on. And that one, if Little Rock Christian can beat Sheridan, it's going to be a matchup nobody's going to want to miss.
I tell you what, this place ought to be absolutely nuts next week when you start not next week, but tomorrow, when you start looking at the future matchups. The potential for Little Rock Christian Farmington in both boys and girls might be one of the most exciting games to get ready for. And we'll get into the rest of the games today. Let's take a look at that boys bracket. As you see, Farmington, of course, it was the Press Taylor show yesterday. He was a little quiet to start. Second period on, he took off 38 for Press Taylor. And then in the second game of the day, the Marion Patriots handled business against Van Buren in an impressive win there as well. Jalen Neal was the story in that one, although Marion had 2 20-plus point performers in that ball game, and an impressive performance. And then we closed the night out with a little less heartbreak for me than last year, but a rematch of our state championship game from 1 year ago, the Benton Panthers and Maumelle. And it was all Benton from the jump. And specifically, it was all Anthony Spratt Jr., another incredible performance out of Spratt, another sophomore that just makes it look so easy out on the floor.
Right, well, looking at the boys tournament first, since we're already got the bracket up, let's go ahead and set the scene for the rest of the tournament, Steve. Looking at the winners of yesterday and kind of the future matchups along the line, who do you think has the best chance to go to Hot Springs to play for the championship?
Well, when you look at the bracket as it sits right now, obviously some things have got to play out today. Little Rock Parkview, Texarkana, I'll play here in just a bit. Of course, we got Alma West Memphis. That game is tomorrow. Greene County Tech Mountain home. That game's tomorrow as well. That Little Rock Christian Hot Springs game is very intriguing to me. I'm curious to see what the youth is able to do for Hot Springs and Coach Hayes. Of course, his son, the freshman Van Hayes, very, very impressive young man. Going to be one of those top flight guys. He may be the future in that freshman class as they're coming up. But the potential for Little Rock Christian Farmington is something else. Really, the potential for Hot Springs Farmington could be something else. The question that I would have for Little Rock Christian, now they've had pieces, kind of step up throughout the year, but you wonder how much more they're going to get from guys not named J.J. Andrews, averaging 36 and 16, having an incredible year for J.J. I don't know, though, anybody can match what they'll do physically. So I like Little Rock Christian to come out of that side of the bracket. And now that Will took it away from us.
Yeah, and I was going to ask on the girls' side, on the girls' side, who has the best kind of seen the road to Hot Springs?
Yeah, when you look on the girls' side, I want to say Farmington, but that Greene County Tech matchup looming potentially is concerning. But there's also Little Rock Christian or Sheridan, both really good squads coming in on that one. So that's a really good matchup. I think the top side of the bracket on both sides is very, very difficult. Not to take anything away from the bottom half. Lake Hamilton, Vilonia could be impressive, but what we saw from Lake Hamilton yesterday, that's not going to beat Vilonia. Lake Hamilton's going to have to pick it up from the three-point line, and they're going to have to get ready for some aggressive defense. Now, Vilonia, on the other hand, Whitehall going to come in, very game team. And that Mountain Home team that Vilonia is going to have to match up with potentially if they get past Valley View, that could be interesting. From my perspective, I think we're probably looking at a Vilonia-Farmington final, but that's why we're up here talking and not down there playing.
Well, and you kind of tied in all together greatly. Vilonia, Whitehall, the first game of day number 2. What does Whitehall got to do to play spoiler?
They got to figure out how to score. And that's not a dig at Whitehall specifically. That's just anybody that's played Vilonia. I get to see Vilonia on a regular basis, at least twice a year, if not more, being in the 5A Central. And Vilonia is one of those teams, and Tristan, I think you'll get it today. Vilonia is one of those teams that you hate to play, but you love to watch play. They're just – Coach Simon does such an incredible job with this program. It is – you being over on PA Live, you've kind of gotten a taste of what that looks like in terms of the program and running the same system from the second grade until they graduate high school. Vilonia Lady Eagles basketball is much the same way. You know what Coach Simon's going to expect. You know that when you step on the court, you better play high-level defense. You're going to press. You're going to come after folks. And then they're going to score it. Maddie Mannion, Kim Henry, they can put it in the bucket. And so this is a tall task for Whitehall. They've got to figure out a way, A, to break the press and get scoring opportunities, but B, they got to figure out a way to slow down this offensive machine that is Vilonia.
Right, of course, Vilonia comes into this one 28-2 on the season, 16-0 in conference. But on the opposite side of things, what does Vilonia got to do in order to make sure the number 1 seed handles business in the first game of the day?
Well, I'll be curious to see if Whitehall can create any adversity for Vilonia. I will be honest, the first time that Maumelle played Vilonia earlier in the year at Vilonia, I was talking with Coach Garrison, the girls' head coach at Maumelle, after the game, and the one thing that he said was he told his girls, because we were playing them really well through 3 quarters. And what Coach Garrison said was, I think that might be the first time anyone's forced Coach Simon to call 3 timeouts in the first half. and because Maumelle was really playing well. I think that's the question. This is a Vilonia team, let's be honest. They've not been tested, even in conference play. They've not really played any close games. What happens tonight if Whitehall's able to keep it, or today if Whitehall's able to keep it close and make it an interesting game? How does Vilonia respond to that? I know how well they're coached. I don't think that's going to be an issue. But I think if there's any questions that can be answered today, it is what happens with Vilonia when they're pressed a little bit.
Of course, Whitehall coming in 14-11 on the season, 9-7 in conference. I believe we're going to take a pause for the national anthem.
Good afternoon. Farmington High School welcomes you to Cardinal Arena and the 2026 Centennial Band. Remove your headgear as we first honor America. First will be the Pledge of Allegiance. Following that will be a moment of silence, and then we'll have our national anthem. First, our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. once again, we want to welcome everyone to Cardinal Arena as we are now faced with Game 1 here on Day 2 of the 5A State Tournament, which features two teams. First, the visiting team, the Whitehall Lady Bulldogs, and the home team, the Vilonia Lady Eagles. Let's start by introducing both teams. First, the Lady Bulldogs from Whitehall. Leading off for the Lady Bulldogs, at guard, a 5'9" senior, number 4, Kennedy Bowman.
All right, we're back now for the first game of day number 2 of the 5A State Tournament, hosted by Farmington High School on the Natural State Sports Network, presented by UAMS and our friends at ASU-BB. Hey, our starting lineups are in. It looks like this. First for the Whitehall Lady Bulldogs, Kennedy Bowman, Blair Weston, Kaylee Barnett.
At forward, a 5'8" senior, number 21,
Jalayla Stiff, and Kennedy Barnett.
And at guard,
Then for the Vilonia Lady Eagles,
number 22, Kennedy Barnett.
first Maya Brady,
The Lady Bulldogs are coached by Dustin Powell and assisted by Leslie Mitchell, Mary Catherine Walls. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to introduce to you your home team for this afternoon's contest, the Vilonia Lady Eagles. Leading off for the Lady Eagles, at guard, a 5'6" junior, number 12, Maya Brady. At forward,
then number
a
14,
5'9"
Brooklyn
junior,
Burnham,
number 14, Brooklyn Burnham.
Kim Henry,
At forward, a 5'9" junior, number 15, Kim Henry.
then number 23, Maddie Mannon,
And at guard,
Mannion.
a 5'11" senior, number 23, Maddie Mannion.
and then finally number 33,
And
Brianna
at guard,
Burnham.
we have a 5'8" junior, number 33, Brianna.
It's like Minion with an A.
Of course, Vilonia is the home team on the scoreboard, so they'll be in their white uniforms.
And assisted by Jim Brown.
So this is how day number 2 will get going from Farmington High School.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for first round 5A State basketball here in Cardinal Arena.
All right, Tristan, we're ready for tip.
Of course, you with a lot of knowledge of this Lady Eagles squad, what exactly are you expecting here early in this matchup?
Pressure, lots of pressure, a lot of defensive intensity out of this Vilonia program or team. Again, Whitehall's going to have to survive the press. It's early on, and there's going to be a lot of action out of this Vilonia team. Very active with their hands, very active defensively.
Of course, tip just about to get underway. Vilonia will win the tip. Great display of ball movement here early by the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, if you're Whitehall here, you've got to key in on Maddie Mannion. And she is the go-to for this Vilonia Eagle team. The Burnham sisters also both very good. That's a flop, and they're lucky they don't get called for it.
Henry's first shot's up and good as the first 2 points of day number 2 has been recorded in the scorebooks. The Lady Eagles are credited with that achievement.
You see the pressure already starting to cause issues. Here for Whitehall. As they'll be side out of bounds.
Looks like Weston will be inbounding the ball for the Lady Bulldogs. Forced turnover there by Vilonia. They're going to call a double dribble. It'll be right back where it began before the turnover occurred.
Yeah, Kim Henry, who scored that first bucket, gets called for the double dribble there. Henry is a really good one as well. She's an inside presence that can cause problems for this Vilonia team. Not much of a ball handler.
Barnett has it at the Cardinal. Screen coming. Doesn't pick it up. Bounce pass a little too high, but that's off the glass. It will convert.
Yeah, good job there for Whitehall to be able to work it inside and get a bucket.
Stiff's first basket of the game. Inside pass. Lost control of it. Goes out of bounds. They're going to say last touched by Whitehall. So it'll stay with the Lady Eagles.
Some next level talent out on the floor for Vilonia as Maddie Mannion is signed with Delta State. And the Burnham twins are both committed to Harding.
The Bisons. Three-pointer on the way. Connects.
Cannot leave Maddie Mannion open ever, ever.
Mannion has her first three-pointer of the game. Fall throughs. It's now 5-2 Lady Eagles.
Threw it away. That's going to be a turnover.
They'll call backcourt violation after the high pass just got away from Whitehall.
Kim Henry for Vilonia has offers from Lyon, Texas A&M International, Southwestern College, and Hendrix.
Because I believe Hendrix just won their conference. Vilonia with the basketball. 6 minutes remain here in the first period.
You know, one of the fun things about Vilonia basketball that you'll learn over time of doing games for them is it's that small community thing. It's a lot of fun because you get so many brothers and sisters, and they end up playing together or playing throughout the years. It's a lot of fun to watch. You'll hear a lot of the same last names over and over the next few years.
Burnham has the inside shot fall through. Now 7-2 is our score. Another turnover by the Lady Bulldogs. Vilonia is going to push it up tempo. They're going to call a backcourt violation. So another turnover by the Lady Eagles. Seems like teams are just getting things going early.
That was a bad call. Wow. I don't mean to – that was not a good call. He missed that because they were well across half court. So a big break for Whitehall.
Shot's no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Eagles. Burnham's going to throw it up court. Wide open shot inside. The defense closes in just a little too late. And that's Kim Henry with the basket.
Yeah, Whitehall really late to rotate over there defensively. And that's too easy for Kim Henry. Now you see the active hands of Maddie Mannion.
Another turnover by Farmington. Or, not Farmington, but Whitehall. I was reading the baseline. That's my mulligan, as Kyle Sutherland would like to say. That's my mulligan.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Because I remember when Kyle said, I only do one mulligan a year, and he had like 14 in the first broadcast. We'll see if he's watching. It'll be like 2.7 seconds before he responds to that if he is.
So anyways, 9-2 is our score. Vilonia with the basketball. Drives inside off the glass. That's up and good by Brianna Burnham. Her first 2 points of this contest.
I'll tell you, these Burnham twins have continued to develop. Oh, that was about the easiest interception Maddie Mannion will ever have. Threw it right to her.
Lost control of it. Now they're going to reset. Drives inside.
Oh.
Foul's going to be called underneath. Hope both players are okay. They seem to be. So we'll inbound the basketball right in front of our baseline camera.
I can say for Vilonia, that's just a couple more bruises that they'll go home and show off because they like the physicality. Ooh.
Open three on its way. Does not fall.
Oh, jeez. It was a dangerous play. Henry was able to get her legs out from under there without getting rolled up.
Little confusion here on the inbound. Trying to figure out if they're going to inbound it on the baseline.
How did we rule that? Did we not have a foul on the play? On Vilonia?
Good morning, everybody. From Farmington High School. It's the first game, so everybody's still kind of waking up.
I'm not
It's been
sure I am.
raining all morning, so some sleepiness is still in the eyes of some people. That three-pointer delivered by Air. Shots up, shots good off the backboard for Vilonia. That's number 15, Kim Henry. She's got 6 points in this one.
Give an assist to the back of the Whitehall player there as the outlet pass went off of her into the hands of Burnham and then into Henry. Doink. And then inside. That's good ball movement there.
Kyle, you're catching strays because you're not here with us, buddy.
I just want to make sure you're watching, Kyle. Got to make sure Pretty Boy Swag's with us.
I'm so glad that nickname stuck.
Oh, we've had a lot of nicknames over the years. Some we'll never repeat. Ooh. Oh, she just tackled her.
Vilonia, great heads-up defense, causes the jump ball, but possession arrow will be pointing in favor of Whitehall. Pass almost got away from her. That time it did. Heads in the way of the cheerleaders. Another turnover by Whitehall. 3:30 left to go in the first period. 13-2 is our score.
Yeah, that was a good cut. Just couldn't execute the pass.
Logan going to bring it up court. Drives inside to the basket, and she gets fouled hard. She'll be going to the line for 2. That's Brianna Burnham.
Let's hope she's okay. The Whitehall player that is down is number 21, Jalela Stiff. And she got the worst end of that. I think that swat got her wrist and did more damage to herself than Burnham.
So Burnham's going to be at the free throw line. She's got 2 points in this one.
Got to take advantage at the free throw line if you're the Eagles here.
Hits the second. Now it's 14-2 in favor of Vilonia. The Eagles playing great defense. Right after the foul call, it'll go out of bounds. It's going to stay with Whitehall.
That is the calling card of Vilonia, defense into offense. And they will hound you for 32 minutes. That is not close. Whitehall fans, I think, wanted a foul, but it was good defense again out of the Eagles.
I think she might have just thrown it up so she didn't get called for the travel. Vilonia with the basketball. 2:50 left to go in the first quarter of this one. They have a commanding lead, 14-2. Ooh, inside wide open, down low, and a double dribble will be called.
It's either going to be that or the travel. Take your pick.
So bodies flying everywhere, just like they were on day number 1. Shots up, shots gonna fall.
Do we have 6 or 7 broadcasts today?
For Stiff eyebrow. Tray ball on the way, connects. Maddie Manning hits the three-pointer. She's now 2 for 2 from beyond the arc.
Yeah, Maddie Mannion is a sharp shooter.
Side look, it's swatted.
Yeah, so far, Tristan, this Whitehall team really not handling this press very well. Vilonia doing a good job of speeding them up. They left Mannion open again.
That time the three-pointer will not fall. So Whitehall with the basketball, drives inside off the glass. That one's going to get the Whitehall bounce and go through. Weston has her first 2 points. Timeouts called on the court. 1:40 left to go in the first quarter. 17-6 is our score. And, hey, you know, farming isn't just about getting your hands dirty anymore. It's about getting your data right. At ASU BB, students in precision agriculture are working with drone technology, GPS tracking, GIS information, and even self-driving tractors. We're talking serious high-tech tools that are changing the game in agriculture. If you're into technology, problem solving, and want a career that's in demand, this is where you need to be. The industry is evolving. Are you? Check it out at www.asub.edu/precisionag and see how you can master the tech and own the field.
You know, so far, we talked about the pressure of Vilonia. They make it extremely difficult for you just to get the ball across half court. And you've got to be a great ball handling team. And so far, Whitehall got away with it on that last bucket, but they are struggling just to handle the ball up the floor at times. And so that's going to be one thing to watch in this one. I would not be surprised to see Vilonia well into the double digits in takeaways in this game. Okay, there's one for Whitehall.
Worked one way of the announcer's jinx as Whitehall's going to push it up the court. Now they're going to lose control of the basketball, and another turnover is recorded.
And now foul. There's no such thing as an announcer's jinx. Do not let these people fool you. Just because my guy, Will Watkins, didn't want to go to double overtime one time, that's not my fault. It was Mills' fault. If Gregory wouldn't have made those free throws, we wouldn't have went to overtime.
I think everybody watching but Kyle Sutherland is scratching their heads right now. Three-pointer on the way, no good. It's out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to be Whitehall basketball.
Yeah, Henry battling down there for that rebound and off her hand. Mannion back on for Burnham as Brooklyn Burnham will sit.
So 60 seconds remain here in the first period. 17-6 is our score. Thought the ball was going to sail out of bounds, but there's able to be
10.
recovered. A 10-second violation will be called, and Vilonia with all the momentum here early, forcing probably near double-digit turnovers by Whitehall.
Yeah, and to tell you, how often do you see a team on the defensive end of the court triple teaming in a half court like that before they could get it across? That's, again, the defensive pressure that Vilonia is going to put on you is going to cause a lot of problems here this week.
Side pass, goes up with it, off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound is secure, but a foul is going to be called. It looks like Maya Brady might be heading to the free throw line.
Foul charged to Paige White, her first personal foul. Team foul number 4 for the Lady Bulldogs. At the line with 2 shots will be Maya Brady.
So at the line's Brady. She has 0 points so far in this one. Hits the free throw. Now has 1.
Is that how that works?
That's how simple.
Is that Arkansas State education?
What happened at Baum-Walker? Anyways, rebound goes to Whitehall.
We love our friends at ASU.
Shots on its way, three-pointer, no good.
Quickly now, back up the floor. It's Vilonia turning defense into offense once again.
Tray ball way off the mark, no good. It's not going to be saved. It'll be another ball going out of bounds. So it'll be Whitehall basketball with 10.9 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
The song choice by our PA guy, impressive.
That pass is going to sail all the way out of bounds. So now looks like Vilonia will have a chance to send us to the second quarter with a big shot here.
Although I got to quit looking at the screen because it's throwing me off every time I see that.
4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, three-pointer on the way. No good. So we'll head to the second quarter. Our score 18-6. You're watching the 5A state tournament on the Natural State Sports Network, hosted by Farmington High School, presented by UA.
Most people think farming is just about getting your hands dirty. At ASUBB, we're not just driving, we're programming the future. With GPS and GIS tracking, we don't miss an inch. It's about being smarter, faster, and more efficient. From drones to data analytics, the future of agriculture is here.
The industry is evolving. Are you?
Master the tech and own the field. Visit asub.edu/precision ag for more information.
All right, welcome back to the 5A state tournament hosted by Farmington High School between Whitehall and Vilonia, presented by UAMS and our friends at ASUBB. Hey, when orthopedic injuries happen, get expert care now at UAMS Help Ortho Now. They provide fast, convenient care for all your orthopedic needs. From sports injuries to joint pain and beyond. No appointment needed. Walk in for immediate care, get on-site x-rays, and see the best in orthopedic care all in one place. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Don't wait in pain. Walk in today. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
Pretty sure our guy Andy Gates has a membership to Ortho now.
Oh, we love Andy.
There's a turnover for Vilonia. Boy, I'll tell you what, Whitehall struggling with ball handling. I'm surprised that our officials haven't called him for a carry yet. That ball, she's dribbling that ball almost up to her head.
Well, the turnovers are certainly a name of the game here for Whitehall.
Our official aggressive with the push call.
He's not playing no games.
I like him. He's done a lot of our games this year, but that was very aggressive with the push.
Barnett was the one charged with the foul. The first team foul of the quarter. Three-pointer on the way, no good.
Ooh, that's not typical for Maddie Mannion. She normally does not miss when she's got a look that open.
Now 2 of 4. Shots up, shots no good. Rebound goes to Whitehall. Ball almost poked away. Inside off the glass. That's up, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, very chaotic right now for Whitehall, and it just kind of speaks to the pressure that this Vilonia defense is going to put on you and speed you up, which is exactly why you bring that pressure.
Pass inside, shots up, no good. Foul's going to be called. He's sending number 15, Kim Henry, to the free throw line.
You can tell there's a concerted effort here to work this through Kim Henry inside. And so far she's had a good start to this one, leading scorer along with Mannion, each with 6.
Of course, she's at the Acre Family Pharmacy free throw line. Go visit our friends at Acre Family Pharmacy at 1900 Club Manor Drive in Maumelle, Arkansas. I'm trying.
Acker. I have to give you a pronunciation key.
Please. I don't think there's any play-by-play guy on the face of this earth that can do this job without it.
I can.
Never mind. I'm going to be nice. Kyle, I miss you.
What's Kyle know about play-by-play?
He doesn't. He's a good color, and he doesn't question me. Shots up. Shot's going to be good on the opposite end for Burnham.
Everyone questioned Tristan in the comments. Let's really make him upset today.
Please don't.
Let's turn him into a Trip Keeter travel.
Please don't.
Now what? I think we had a shot clock malfunction. We did. Someone forgot to push the button. I'm telling you, like right now, this headset's driving me absolutely insane because I can't tell if I can't hear out of my left ear or if it's clogged. Like, I want to pop my ear over and over. If only our D- producer could get the sound right.
Welcome to the Natural State Sports Network, where we do not blend the blurred line between broadcast and reality.
Now, so far in this one, as we get to basketball, you see it there, the pressure starting to mount on Whitehall thanks to Vilonia's defense.
Open shot in the corner. Trey ball on the way. Connects.
Yeah, he can't do that. Cannot leave her that open.
Mannion's got her 9th point in the game, all from beyond the arc in this one.
Continue to see Whitehall struggling with ball handling, and even when they do get anywhere near the rim, they're just kind of flipping it up there. Not a lot of good shots, not a lot of set feet out there on the floor. So we'll see if they can settle in and figure out a way to deal with this defense.
Pass a little too much on it. Fast break, wide open lane to the hoop, off the glass, and it's going to go through. Burnham has the easy layup, now 27-6. 5:20 left to go in the first half, and the Bulldogs have not got in double-digit scoring.
Yeah, this one getting out of hand quickly.
That one's going to be up and good.
Just as I say that.
Stiff's going to have the basket. She has 6 in this one.
Good pass.
Open shot inside off the glass because the glass is your friend. That's Henry. Now with 10 points in this ball game.
You know, we were joking about the pronunciation key and stuff, but it is absolutely important as a play-by-play, any kind of commentator. For I've told the story a million times, but one of my favorite people in the world, Nico Davier out at UCLA playing football. I butchered his name for a year straight.
Under 10 on the shot clock now. Inside pass, almost lost it. Shots up, shot's going to get the Whitehall bounce.
One of the more under control baskets. Again, what I kind of keep harping on here for Whitehall is they've got to have a little better ball control. They're everything they're doing from a dribbling standpoint, passing everything, it's just really loose.
Inside, running shot, no good. Offensive rebound was secure. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Another offensive rebound, and 2 shots were passed up that could have been open. That one on its way, no good. Rebound goes to Whitehall.
I'll say, Tristan, that's one thing about Vilonia is they are a good three-point shooting team. There's a steal.
Shots up, shots good off the backboard.
They are a good three-point shooting team, but the problem is, or the thing where they're smart is when the three's not going, you saw them pass up those initial 2 what looked to be open looks, trying to get a little better look. It didn't work out on that possession, but they got the turnover and an easy layup.
Was Brady with the easy layup. Now 31-10, it's a 21-point advantage for the Eagles. Three-pointer on its way, no good. Rebound will go to Maddie. Outlet pass, connects. That shot will fall. Timeout to be called. Vilonia will call the timeout. 2:53 left to go in the second period. Steve, thoughts on the matchup thus far?
Well, I tell you what, Kennedy Barnett was coming off the floor really frustrated right there for Whitehall. She can only be upset with herself. After she missed the 3, she sulked down here at the three-point line, and Maddie Mannion just blew by her and was wide open for an easy layup. Again, you're going to struggle against this defensive intensity of what Vilonia is going to bring you, but you cannot let that impact you the rest of the way. You got to get back defensively because I promise you, Maddie Mannion, Burnham's, Maya Brady, Kim Henry, every one of these Eagles are going to get back. Part of why you're seeing Coach Simon call a timeout here is because Coach Simon probably didn't like something he saw in one of his players not getting back like he wanted to. They're up big right now, 33-10. He's calling timeouts to coach his team up 23 right now.
Of course, want to thank everybody for tuning in to the 5A State Tournament hosted by Farmington High School and the Natural State Sports Network, presented by our friends at UAMS and our friends at ASU-BB.
I want to thank our sponsors. They've been great to us this week. Got to say a huge thanks to all of the staff here at Farmington. The hospitality has been absolutely second to none. And, of course, a beautiful arena. I was talking with our athletic director, Kirk Horton, yesterday, and we were talking about this place. I said, because he said, it's really cool, the space. It feels like a big arena, but it's not like I go back to like Sylvan Hills. Beautiful arena, but they're never going to fill that place up for basketball. And I don't mean that bad. It's just you don't get that much support for the most part at the high school basketball level. And so this place, I love the way that the seating sets up with the steep. It's not fun to walk up and down, but I love the way it's really steep. So everybody's got a great view, and you feel like you're right on top of the court.
Well, Steve, neither you nor I are going to the gym here at our A&B in Fayetteville, so the steps are serving as a great substitute.
This is very true. Although I will say, as much as I love my my big guy towels at the Airbnb, that bed a little too firm for me. I'm hurting. Waiting on my text from Jay Lanier. How are you?
I'm doing good. Steve Hinton, local celebrity, for those that don't know.
I can't go anywhere without Steve. I know. It seems like.
So I think now we're going to play basketball. Whitehall will inbound the basketball.
Ooh, sort of.
Well, it's a turnover.
Again, this is just what Vilonia does to you. Very intriguing matchup if it happens tomorrow. Really, honestly, whether it's Mountain Home or Sheridan could be really intriguing for either one of those teams. Whitehall may just be a bit overmatched in this one.
Brady drives inside, shots off the glass and good. 35-10 is our score. Shot falling away, no good. Tried to save it and does. She'll go up with a second chance and look. Off the glass and good by Kennedy Bowman. Her first 2 points in the contest.
That was a great job that time. Man, that was a collision. Tell you what, going to the rack with reckless abandon right there was Katie Simon, coach's daughter. And so she'll earn herself a trip to the Acre Pharmacy free throw line.
Of course, Simon, not any points in this contest thus far. This is the first free throw.
We've kind of joked all yesterday and today. We've gotten to see several coaches who are coaching their son or daughter out there on the court. I can't imagine if my dad or mom was coaching me and I missed a free throw, I would not turn around and look back at the bench. And that's even worse because now she's got to come off the floor. At least she made the second one.
Yeah, back when I played Pop Warner football, my mom was one of those moms in the crowd that was the loudest one yelling. So if I missed a blocking assignment or tackle, I was hearing it for like a week.
I've done enough of this at this level now. That I have vowed to never be that dad. I will yell to myself, oh, that was a collision. Kim Henry going to get called for that. But, man, that will not be me. Maybe. Now, for being honest, I had those days when I was 19, 20, 21 years old. My little brother, I coached his teams as we were growing up a lot. So I've been thrown out of a few baseball games.
Shots up, no good. Whitehall will get the offensive rebound, turn around, still no good, volleys it. And everybody's just lost control of the basketball. You got to have the basketball to score.
Chaos.
Welcome to day number 2 of the 5A state tournament, ladies and gentlemen.
Game 1.
Yeah, exactly.
and both these teams had a long travel. I'm not sure.
Three-pointer on its way, no good. That rebound will go right back to Whitehall for the moment. Backcourt violation will be called.
I saw some of these Central Arkansas teams made the trip yesterday. I know Hot Springs was here yesterday and a few others, but I'm not sure if I saw either one. I think both of these teams traveled up this morning. I know, obviously, as we found out in our comment section yesterday, Sheridan traveled yesterday, but again, they play today.
Thank you for clarifying that.
I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. unless they played after we left here last night. Oh, Mannion got popped in the face.
Oh, she's kind of holding her jaw. Hope she's okay. Shot on the opposite end. That one's going to roll through.
Yeah, they're going to have to burn a timeout, and this is – I think she got poked in the eye maybe, but she immediately dropped the basketball, which is what led to that turnover, and so you hope Maddie's okay. It does look like that's what it is maybe she just got poked in the eyes. Trainer came over, and it's always a good sign when the trainer has a smile on their face.
Yeah. So Brady will check back in for the moment, likely for the remainder of the first half, while Maddie gets checked out.
Yeah, as much as you want to keep Maddie in a flow and you want to keep this team in a flow, to your point, you got 40 seconds left in the half. If she's at all banged up to a point, maybe the last time we see her, but I don't think it's anything that serious. I think she just got to get that vision back in that eye.
10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Offensive rebound is secure off the glass. That one's going to go through after the bank comes through in clutch. Burnham.
Those Burnham twins, man, they're something else. They are fun to watch.
10 seconds remain in the first half of this one. The Eagles with a commanding first half advantage. Ball's to be poked away. 2 seconds. 1 second. Off the glass. That's going to be good. Shot will count, so we head to the halftime break. Our score, 38-16. You're watching the 5A State Tournament hosted by Farmington High School on the National State Sports Network, presented by UAMS and our friends at ASU-BB. Stick around. We'll be back for the second half action of game number 1 on day 2 here on the National State Sports Network.
Agriculture is not about what's in the soil anymore. It's what's in the data.
From drone flight classes to GIS mapping, ASU-BB gives us the eye in the sky. We're learning to see problems before they happen and solve them with precision. Whether you're in the field or the lab, the future of farming is wide open.
Precision training for a high-tech world. Visit asub.edu/precisionag for more information.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
What keeps me doing this work is the knowledge that if we don't step out and speak up, our waiting kids might not have a voice.
Until there are no kids in Arkansas wondering where they're home, wondering where their family is, we cannot quit. There's too much at stake.
We all have to come together to solve this problem.
We still are not at zero, and there are still around 200 kids that are wanting us to give them a voice and to help them find their way home.
Most people think farming is just about getting your hands dirty. At ASU-BB, we're not just driving, we're programming the future. With GPS and GIS tracking, we don't miss an inch. It's about being smarter, faster, and more efficient. From drones to data analytics, the future of agriculture is here.
The industry is evolving. Are you?
Master the tech and own the field. Visit asub.edu/precisionag for more information.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads. I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, With state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
We have the tools.
We have the tech.
At ASU-BB, we have the plan to get you hired. Our Precision Ag program combines hands-on experience with cutting-edge certificates, returning students into the most sought-after professionals in the industry.
Don't just farm, be a leader in the farming industry. Visit asub.edu/Precision Ag for more information.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car, to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
And finally, a Central Arkansas success story. A salute to my friends at the Natural State Sports Network.
Few people are enjoying calling high school games more than Steve Henson.
25-20, 15, 10-5, 4-3-2-1, give him 6. What a play by the Coyote.
So much fun to be able to call the game with that excitement. The parents love it, the fans love it, the kids just absolutely eat it up. We could get him involved more. That kid's, he's got a ton of talent.
Steve and his partner, Will Watkins, who Steve calls the mastermind, did their first game 5 years ago. Fast forward to 2025, 5 schools now have contracts with the Natural Sports Network.
It was one of those things where, you know, when we started doing it, we had no idea what we were doing. So it was like, hey, we'll do it, and if people think it's cool, then great. There's no way you could have gotten me to believe that we'd be where we are today and the impact we've had.
Good decision by the Bears to hold it right there.
Oh! And they take pride in the quality of their broadcasts.
We want to be able to put out something that's not just, you know, anybody can, with the advent of Huddle and everything else, anybody can put a stream out now. But we want something that that the viewer can enjoy, and from commentary to the angles to the cameras.
The Hornets are headed to Bank of the Ozark Arena on Saturday.
They say the guy behind camera, Will Watkins, searches YouTube on how to do games. And he's been the mastermind behind the whole deal. But
it's a quality product.
Yeah, it's a great team over there.
Okay, good stuff, Sully. Thanks very much. We'll be right back.
right, welcome back to the 5A State Basketball Tournament in Farmington, Arkansas. It's presented by UAMS and our friends at ASU-BB. I'm Tristan Harlan here with Steve Hinton. Excited to bring the second half of day number 2, Game 1's basketball action to you, where our score is 38-16 in favor of the Lady Eagles. Steve, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Those nachos were good. About what I would have expected. The pressure's been a problem for Whitehall, and the scoring's been really spread out for Vilonia. They've done a good job from that perspective. So overall, I think exactly what I would have anticipated in this game. That's not a dig at Whitehall. This is just a really, really tough Vilonia defense to have to deal with.
So Whitehall will start the second half with the basketball. And we'll start the second half just like we were in the first half with a turnover by the Lady Dogs.
We'll have a score bug eventually. Love you, Will. Will's, hey, look, he's like triple duty in it right now. He's training too now, so we got some fantastic Farmington students working with us this week. So Will doing some extra training as well.
Almost a backcourt violation. Almost 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Under 10 now. Turn around. Shots up, no good. Looking for the foul call. Didn't get it. That was Henry.
For those of you who cannot see what's happening right now, I wish that we had the talent cam was facing our monitors.
Shots up, shots no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Eagles, but it'll sail out of bounds. It'll be Whitehall basketball.
Our great production staff has decided to adjust their computer monitors in game action instead of during halftime. So we were getting the most random stuff popping up on our live view monitor over here. I cried. I'm laughing. It's hilarious. Because, okay, for those of you who don't know as well, like our seating, our position in this arena, we're staring at a Pixelot camera because of where we are. And so we rely on our main feed cam. And so I'm like bouncing. Wait, it went away. I got to look over here.
Shots up off the backboard. That one's going to go through. Barnett with the basket.
I got Kerry Rotnick over here I'm cuddling with half the time. He's our main cam out.
Pass inside.
Clarify that.
Back out. Now trying to work the ball back through. Tray ball on the way. Connects.
You can see that off her hand. You knew that ball. There was no doubt that three was going.
Maya Brady with another tray ball. Now with 10 points in this ball game.
Ooh, nearly. Burnham just about swatted that right off the head of Barnett. I'll tell you what, Whitehall has got to stop bringing the ball up straight to that corner, and because by the time they get there, Vilonia is ready. They've got to get it back to the middle of the court, and they're not doing a good job of that. Now Barnett's in trouble. Very close to 5 seconds there.
Lost control of it. No good. Shots up. That one will fall for Weston.
So, you have to wonder if potentially – you got to wonder if potentially the issue here was for Whitehall maybe a little nervous early on. Ooh. That's a block. A rough foul, but a block. But you got to wonder if maybe they were a little nervous coming into this because everything was real chaotic early. Obviously trying to settle into this defense that Vilonia is going to run at you can be tough, but they do seem to be a little more under control to start the second half so far.
So at the line will be Brianna Burnham. She's got 5. Her first one, no good.
Entering for the Lady Bulldogs, Paige White, replacing Blair Weston.
Go see our friends if you're in the Central Arkansas area, Acre Family Pharmacy, 1900 Club Manor Drive. They're sponsor of our free throws for a few games this week.
Second one did fall through. Now a 22-point lead for the Lady Eagles. Pass is going to be rejected, but Whitehall able to get possession, and then she falls on it for the jump ball, but it will be pointing in the favor of the Lady Eagles.
Hey, you got to give that Eagle Vision crew some credit over there. I think they might be the best dressed folks in the building. Straight across from us, all suited up over there.
I don't know. I think we got some drip going on. Not as professional.
I do. I got the shoes. Thanks, Andy. I thought Will and I were going to have to fight. He tried to take this pair. Like, you can't have the pink, bro. Deep three.
Oh, good. Rebound's going to go to the Lady Eagles. Cross-court pass.
Good hands. That was great hands. That is.
Ooh.
Kennedy Bowman paid for that, but boy, it was her quick hands that started that thievery and fast break the other way.
So don't forget, after this one, Parkview and Arkansas will play.
The whole state. They're playing the university?
Yeah, they're playing the entire state of Arkansas, the Arkansas All-Star team.
Well, it is the original Hog, so the Texarkana Razorbacks.
That one's going to be up and through for Stith. She now has 8 points. Timeout called by Vilonia. 4:43 left to go in the third quarter. All right, here's something cool. Agriculture today is all about precision. At ASU BB, students are learning how to use drones to scout fields, multi-spectrum maps to track crop performance, and advanced equipment that practically drives itself. It's smart farming, it's strategic, and it's opening doors to high-demand careers. If you're looking for a path that combines hands-on work with cutting-edge tech, precision agriculture at ASU BB might just be your move. Learn more at www.asub.edu/precisionag.
You know, Tristan, I messed up. I made a mistake. Should have made you play-by-play for the next game, so you got to call the Razorback game.
I mean, hey, I'll be on color, so. Or game analyst, whatever the correct terminology is nowadays.
Yeah,
game analyst.
I'm not getting into it. I'm not saying it. Not going to do it. It's color commentator because you provide color.
Color to the picture.
Although we like our play-by-play guys to be colorful too, though, so it's okay. My hair may be gray, but I'm not.
All right, now. So, somebody eject this man from the arena.
Ooh, what the?
Shot's going to be good by Maddie.
What? She looked like a turtle. The cat in her shell. She just rolled. What happened?
All right, you can't be making me laugh like that.
I'm sorry. What just happened? Oh, I'm hurting. Oh, I'm hurting bad.
Referee's going to stop play.
Hopefully to check on that turtle.
All right, now.
Kaylee Burnett. I thought she was hurt, but she was taking the slowest back roll ever. It was awesome. Man. 44-22. And we do appreciate you guys joining us for our first game of the day here at the 5A State Tournament. Now we're back to action.
Here in the third quarter, 44-22 is our score. Shots up, shots no good.
Tough break.
Rebound goes to Henry. Fast break opportunity on its way. Shot's not going to fall, but a foul will be called late.
Oh.
Likely sending Maya Brady to the free throw line.
A little surprised they got Kennedy Barnett. Something about these Barnett girls hitting the floor, though. Lord have mercy. Did they get Barnett for that foul?
At the line with 2 shots will be Maya Brady.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't think they got a way better shot of it than we do, as the officials do down there, but I thought Barnett just kind of flew through. I was really worried for our camera op down there.
Next free throw on its way and good. Now 45-22 is our score.
Okay, guys, make sure you stick around. Obviously, be under a new stream, but you can find it right there on YouTube. Yeah. It had to be one or the other. And now we're going to the 10-second call. But she did cross half court a couple of times. Technically, it probably shouldn't have been a 10-second. But what do we have? A good one coming up next after this is Parkview and Arkansas High will do battle. I would assume that might be the longest trip in the state. Ain't nobody in Southeast Arkansas making it. So, yeah, I think that might be the furthest trip in the state, from the southwest corner to the northwest corner. Good back cut.
Inside pass, shots up, shot's going to fall for Burnham.
A little sister. Brooklyn with the assist to Brianna.
She's now got 8 points in this contest. 3 members of the Lady Eagles roster with double-digit scoring in this matchup. Trade ball on its way, no good. They'll get the offensive rebound. Pumps into the shot off glass and good. Blair Weston with the basket.
Whitehall's done a good job. This is at least in this quarter, they've done a really good job of hanging around.
Trey ball on its way, no good.
As much more even quarter here, although
offensive rebound was brought in, but Burnham with the second chance basket goes through. Now 49-24 is our score.
Yeah, Maddie Mannion with 11, Brady with 11, and now Kim Henry with 10. Both Burnham sisters with 8 apiece.
Shot on the opposite end is going to be off the square and good. Weston with another basket.
Now, Tristan, that's what I'm talking about, though, the control of going to the bucket versus the chaos that we were seeing in the first half out of Whitehall. That is much better offense out of this team.
Trey ball on its way, no good. Trying to get the offensive rebound, but Whitehall is able to secure it. 4-on-1 fast break up, and that one's too heavy. Foul's going to be called, sending a member of the Lady Dogs team to the free throw line.
I think it's going to be Barnett, head of the Acre Pharmacy free throw line. So,
Team foul number 2 for the Lady Eagles.
Do want to say a congratulations to our guy Brandon Aker, as he did, I believe, win his nomination for Senate. So, no political affiliation from that perspective for us. I just am. Brandon Aker's been a great supporter of ours, so happy for him.
Second one on its way does go through, so now 49-27 is our score. Under 90 seconds left to go in the third quarter of action. Vilonia still with a commanding lead over Whitehall. Kicks it out. Drives inside, back to the corner. Trey ball on its way. No good. Way off the mark. Delivered by Air.
Whitehall had no clue where that basketball went. Like, Kennedy Barnett looked like she was lost.
So what's going to happen if you and I play against each other? You're not going to know what's going to happen. Foul's going to be called underneath.
Look, I'm 40. I'm a man. I will take you.
All right, Mike Gundy.
Mike Gundy's now 60 and unemployed, but he's still a man.
Blair Weston at the free throw line.
See? Color.
Shot will go through. Now 49-28. Katie Simon comes in.
Give Kim Henry a quick blow here. Again, I like what Whitehall's done here in the third, as they have actually outscored Vilonia here in the third period, depending on what happens on this. And, well, a foul first. But I do like what they've done. They've been able to score it. Blair Weston's gotten going with 7 here in the third. Kaylee Barnett's got 3. Yellow Stitt's got 2. And so Whitehall's done a really good job here in the third and giving them at least a shot as we go to the fourth.
Under a minute to play here in the third period. Still a one-sided affair in favor of the Lady Eagles. Foul's going to be called.
I believe that's going to be the 5th. I think Vilonia is going to be shooting here.
Foul charge to Kennedy Bowman, her first personal foul. Team foul number 4.
That would be team foul number 4.
Our PA guy that's doing stats is on it because they hadn't even announced it, and I'd looked up and it already said 4 fouls. So I thought for sure we were headed to the bonus. But he had already put it up before announcing it.
.25 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Lady Eagles still have to shoot the ball unless they want to commit the shot clock violation.
By the way, Craig Depew is our PA announcer.
Step through shot up and off the glass is good by Maya Brady. She's the team leading scorer with 13.
But Mr. Depew has been clutch for us this week.
Under 10 to go on the game clock now here in the third quarter. Shot clock is turned off. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, falling away. Shots no good. We head to the start of the fourth quarter. You're watching the 5A state tournament at Farmington High School on the National State Sports Network, presented by our friends at ASU BB and UAMS. We'll be right back.
From the first time you picked up a basketball at 4 years old, you've been dreaming about this moment. All that stands between you and being a hometown hero for life is 32 minutes.
Inbound to Burgess, goes up. It's pandemonium at Bank OZK Arena.
2026 Centennial Bank State Basketball Finals from Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs. All the excitement tips off on March the 12th and runs all weekend long. For all the ways to watch, just log on arkansastv.gov/sports.
Back here on the National State Sports Network for the 5A State Basketball Tournament presented by UAMS and our friends at ASU BB. Tristan Arlen here with Steve Hinton for the final 8 minutes in game number 1 on day number 2. Our score 51-28 in favor of Vilonia. Steve, thoughts on the matchup so far?
I'm going to give you some Andy Gates analysis.
Andy Gates math, I love it.
Whitehall's got to be 24 points better this quarter.
That's a great analysis.
No, again, I like what Whitehall did there in the third. They end up losing the quarter by a point. But, again, I thought that they obviously a much more even quarter. And so just more of that and maybe hope that you're able to crank up the scoring just a little bit here. And maybe, Vilonia decides they don't want to press anymore. I don't know. But, yeah, I like what Whitehall's doing in the second half. I think they're going to go back and watch this game and see the film and think, man, if we'd have done that for 4 quarters, we'd have had a shot in the fourth.
Of course, Farmington going to be watching day number 2 closely as both the boys and girls team will be looking to find out who they're playing in the next round later on today.
Looky there, we got the ticker going. Way to go, Will.
Up and shots good by Katie Simon.
B+, baby.
Of course, later today, Little Rock Christian Academy will be taking on Hot Springs at 5:30. That's going to be the winner of that one facing Farmington in the second round, as I mentioned. Of course, last night was fun for day number 1 here at the 5A State Tournament.
It was fun until 8:30. Ooh, nice shot. Kennedy Barnett knocks down the triple. Hey, they're coming back. 23 points better. Yeah,
foul's gonna be called.
I like watching her play. She does not hide her emotion, but Kaylee Barnett is definitely a foul there as she cut across Mannion. So
replacing Katie Simon.
So we'll inbound for the baseline. Lady Eagles will have the basketball. Brady's going to kick it out. Likely just trying to drain as much time off the clock here. Three-pointers up, no good. They get the offensive board.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. And I think part of this might be Coach Simon understanding and seeing, like, they've not shot it particularly well. Vilonia hasn't. And so I think right now it is what I like to refer to as some Tom Brady ball, taking the air out of the ball to kill the clock.
Sounds like a angry 49ers fan, I should say. Shots up, shots good on inside by Burnham.
I got a conspiracy theory on the Niners that I truly believe. So,
oh yeah, what is it?
You know, their practice facility is built like on a big electrical grid.
Oh wow!
Out in Santa Clara, and
ball's gonna go out of bounds. Stay with the Lady Dogs.
The magnetic stuff from those type of facilities can weaken things, and the Niners are the most injured team with non-contact injuries in the NFL since like 2015. It's crazy.
Well, I was wondering where the tinfoil went from our Airbnb last night. Guess you made yourself a new
I used
hat.
every bit of it. I was waiting for the lightning this morning.
And that pass is going to be intercepted, but a foul is going to be called after both players hit the hardwood.
I shouldn't have checked our group chat. Oh, thanks for the share, Kyle.
If you ever need something to know, Kyle Sutherland's usually the guy that knows at least something about somebody.
He does.
Even if sometimes he's blowing it all up in smoke.
Pop that smoke.
Anyways, 5:20 left to go here in the ball game.
Channeling my inner Jay Burr.
Run to the hillside. Shots up, shots good off the glass. She'll be going to the line to add one more.
You know what she's doing? She's going to the Acre Pharmacy free throw line. And you know what she's going to get there?
A boutique.
A boutique item, because our friends at Acre Family Pharmacy have a great boutique. My socks did not come from there, but I like my sock game. Will thinks it's ugly, but I like my sock game. I'm wearing the popcorn socks, but I'm going to tell you right now, you can get some of these great socks over at Acre Family Pharmacy at their boutique. Matter of fact, Kim Henry just got some when she hit that free throw.
5 minutes remain here in the first game of day number 2. 58-31 is our score.
I will say, though, I bet any Vilonia fan that might be watching our broadcast, they do have a really good one over there. But if they are watching, they're probably happy to not have to hear me say Pizookie and cheese pizza.
Likely just going to find the inside pass, but they're going to work it around to try to drain time off the clock. That shot's up, no good. Almost getting the offensive rebound.
Man. I'm telling you, these Barnett girls, they're not afraid to hit the deck. And Kaylee Burnett just showed us how limber she is. She about pulled the splits off down there trying to save that. So, after giving us the turtle move earlier. Spell check.
Spell check.
Mm-mm. They play.
Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes I wish you could just see through our eyes and see sometimes what we have to put up with over here.
Thanks, Andy. Thanks for being in our comments.
I didn't know his name was James. That's cool.
I didn't either for a long time, and he's basically my brother.
Oh, obviously not if you didn't know that.
Like, if you don't believe me, like I swear our dads could be the same person.
Shots up, shots no good. Rebound's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to stay on this side of the court with Whitehall.
Kyle, I've turned a corner, sir. Oh, offensive foul. It's a tough break there for Whitehall. Obviously halfway through the fourth. Chances of a comeback becoming more and more slim, but definitely not going to do it committing offensive fouls on the inbound
So 3:50 left to go in this one.
Thanks, Decon.
58-31.
See you tomorrow.
Great pass inside. They're going to triple team. Foul's going to be committed.
Kyle, I'm not saying that to him.
Fouls charged to Jalelu Stitt. Her fourth personal foul. Team foul number 5.
That'll send the Eagles to the line for the rest of the evening here. Afternoon. I keep forgetting we're playing at 1 in the afternoon.
Come on, Steve. Can't be the man if you don't know the time of day.
I'm not going to lie. And it drives me nuts when I watch a game and they say, like, it's a morning tip-off on a Saturday, and they're saying tonight's game. I'm like, no, it's literally not even lunch. So I keep doing it now. I'd be mad at myself if I was watching this game. Line change for the Eagles as the subs make their way in. All the starters with the exception of Kim Henry, who's still at the line. She'll make her way, I would assume, to the bench if this shot goes through.
And don't forget, after this game concludes, Steve Henson will be down courtside for our player of the game interview with our winning coach.
We're going to have to put a headset on Will and let him do your color when I'm gone. Just please don't let him do play-by-play. It's bad.
Oh, God.
If you'd like an example, go back to around 2020. Watch one of our Game of the Week broadcasts.
So 3:35 left to go in this one. 59-31 is our score. Inside look off the glass.
Woo!
That one's going to go through.
2-point basket by Katie Sutton. Correction, 2-point basket by Briley Brewer.
Briley Brewer with the basket. She'll be going to the line to add one more.
What's she going to go for?
A boutique.
Yeah. Go see our friends at Acre Family Pharmacy, 1900 Club Manor Drive if you're in the Maumelle, Central Arkansas area. She did not secure her boutique item. Ouch. That looked painful. Wait, Dylan Connolly, you're a Mountain Home fan? I never knew.
Really? I thought he was a Mount Vernon fan.
I heard Harrison's his favorite team in the state. He might show up here, like, now.
Anyways, 61-31, 30-point advantage. Tray ball on the way, no good. Rebound goes to Vilonia.
If our comment section was like an iPhone iMessage, that there'd be dots for days right now.
Inside look
Ooh,
off the
nice
glass.
job.
Shot's going to fall through for Katie Simon.
Coach Simon got to be happy with how Katie is playing here. And if you're Vilonia, you got to love the fact that you got to love the fact you're able to get some of these ladies some really, really valuable experience in the postseason in this game. So great opportunity for them here in the final two. Tristan, I'm going to leave it to you. I'm going to make my way downstairs so I can talk with Coach Simon and our player of the game.
All right. So with the score being 63-31, the clock will continue to run due to the sportsmanship rule here in the state tournament. Ball's going to be forced away. So go out of bounds. Going to stay right here with the Lady Dogs.
Entering for the Lady Eagles, Addie Mitchell.
Addie Mitchell will come into the game. Oh, no.
Timeout called by Whitehall.
Timeout is going to be called by Whitehall. Reminding you our score 63-31. And the clock's going to stop due to the timeout. So Will Watkins has jumped on the headset with me. Will, what are your thoughts on the matchup thus far?
Well, I wasn't expecting to actually talk because I was talking to my camera ops. So, my bad. I'm going to mute myself now.
A little bit of a blurred line there. Producer Will Watkins, who Steve Henson says doesn't do a good job, but I see the hours he puts in. He does a great job. I'll be expecting my bonus in the mail next week. Of course, the Farmington media students helping us out with the tournament. Thank you to all those hardworking individuals. Three-pointer on the way. That one's going to be no good. Rebound will stay with Whitehall. Off the glass. That one's going to connect. Stith with the basket. That's going to be poked away, but Whitehall not able to get a hand on it, and it'll stay with Vilonia. That time, though, it's going to be interception. Fast break down low. Shots up. Shot's going to fall. Kennedy Barnett with the basket.
There's 1 minute to play.
Under 60 seconds remain in this matchup. Jab. Inside pass. Goes up with it. Might have gotten fouled. No call, but a jump ball will occur. So it'll stay. No, excuse me. It'll go to Whitehall. We want to thank everybody for being in our comment section, watching this first game of day number 2 here on the Natural State Sports Network, hosted by Farmington High School. And that pass can be, or excuse me, not pass, but that ball's going to be stolen away. It's going to go up with it. Foul's going to be called. So Emma Folks will be going to the line.
Foul charged to Kennedy Barnett, her third personal foul. Shooting 2 shots for the Lady Eagles will be Emma Folks.
So the clock did run out due to the sportsmanship rule, but I believe they're going to let her shoot the free throws regardless. First one on its way. That one's going to fall. 64-35. Second free throw going to be good. So that's going to be how the game concludes. Our final score in this one, 65-35. Steve Henson's down courtside, getting our player of the game and our coach. We're going to wait for just a moment so Steve can round up the troops for our post-game interview. I want to once again thank everybody for tuning in to the 5A State Tournament presented by UAMS and ASU-BB on the Natural State Sports Network. They're going to come together at midcourt for the post-game prayer. Or at least the Lady Eagles are. Waiting for the confirmation from Steve Areno down there courtside. All right, Steve's ready. Down there to Steve. Steve, how's it going?
I appreciate you, Tristan. I'm down here with Coach Simon as well as Kim Henry, our player of the game. Congratulations, first round victory. First round, or the one seeds have kind of been able to hold chalk this week. And another impressive performance out of your Lady Eagles. Talk about your team's play today.
Yeah, the team came out strong. First quarter, we came out with a lot of pressure, a lot of energy, made a lot of plays, hit some shots in the first half. That kind of got us going. Didn't shoot the ball great today. Hopefully it'll get better as the tournament goes on, but we were a little off. But thankfully we attacked the rim pretty hard. We hit the glass pretty hard. Our pressure was pretty good. We kind of wore ourselves down a little bit, but hopefully we'll get our legs back ready for Friday night.
Kim, very physical performance, which is pretty typical we get to see out of you and this Vilonia team, the defensive intensity pretty nonstop. So talk about how you felt you played today and how your team played.
I think the team played pretty good overall. I think we're a little, first game nerves, but I think that got out of the way, which I'm glad about. And, I was pretty physical tonight, which that slowly came about, through the season. I started being more physical, so, yeah.
I wanted to ask that, too. It did seem like, really for both teams, maybe some nerves out there coming out. There was real chaotic in that first half. And then it seemed like in the third, both teams settled in a little bit, and you guys were able to kind of take over. But we also, you talked about the shooting and maybe not having your best night shooting. So what are you guys going to do? What can you do to improve on that going into round 2?
Well, first off, Whitehall did an excellent job. They made some adjustments early and really got physical with us, and which hurt us. We hadn't seen that physicality since we went to Texas over Christmas break. And hopefully, and that's the best ball pressure our point guard probably has seen all year. That number 4 did a great job against her. They did a great job of staying with Mannion, but players like Kim being tough inside, getting physical with them. Maya Brady driving to the rim. Brooklyn Burnham, she took over the guard spot for the second half. Just is a good win. Anytime you win a state tournament game, you're happy, you feel good. Getting ready to watch Mountain Home and Valley View tomorrow to see who we got next.
All right, well, appreciate it. We're going to get out of here before we get run over. Thanks, guys. Congrats. All right, back to you, Tristan.
All right, thanks, Steve. We're reminding you once again the final score in this one, 65-35. Stay tuned for our next contest between the Arkansas High Razorbacks and the Parkview Patriots right here on the Natural State Sports Network. So for the 5A state tournament, presented by UAMS and our friends at ASUBB, I'm Tristan Harlan signing off and saying goodbye for now. Reminding you once again our final score, 65-35. We'll be right back momentarily for the next game at day number 2.